how to find direction in life when you are lost. This can be something that is challenging to do, and obviously you do want to fix, so that's hopefully what I can help answer today. This is just my subjective experience related to these things, but hopefully I can give you a few helpful things so you can start to nail down a direction. My name is Chris Richardson. I'm a coach here at Life on Your Terms, and I make videos here so I can help you live a life on your terms. So, how to find a direction in life when you're lost. I'm going to talk about 3 different points today. Stick around for the last one though, because I think there's a little bit of a hack in that one that really helped me with my direction. So, the first one I see as to help you find a direction is action and intention. It can feel very disheartening to not have a direction, and that's okay. Sometimes there's a period of time in our lives where we don't have a direction of where we want to go, and that's okay. Maybe you're just learning. And what I would encourage you to do is to put intention behind finding this direction. So often I hear people say, I don't have a direction, and there's no work behind it or intention to find that direction. The direction's not just gonna come to you, if that makes sense. You're gonna have to put in some work and put in some effort to find that direction. So what I would encourage you to do is think about simply, what do you value? What are your values? Are they family? Is it money? Is it your purpose? Whatever it is, and it's okay, whatever that may be. Maybe yours is having the highest net worth. Great. Maybe yours is being the best dad or mom on the planet. Even better. Whatever you want it to be, do you, but just find out truly what do you value. And then also, I would encourage you to think about passion. Why I say think is I don't want you to base your decision on passion. I see passion as more of an emotional direction or things of that nature, and you don't necessarily want to always follow our emotions, if that makes sense. So think about, what are you passionate about? What do you enjoy doing? And then think about, okay, what can I do with the direction related to that, but maybe not exactly that. Maybe your passion, your purpose are perfectly aligned. I found that my passion, our purpose actually are aligned. My passion is to help people, and my purpose, I think, is to empower people to make choices on their terms. That's why I work here at Life on Your Terms, because I want to give people the ability to choose how they live their lives, no matter what they choose or how they choose to live it. I want to empower people to do so, because in the past, I felt like I was a victim of circumstance, and once I made that change, it was life-changing. So I like to help others do the same. That happened to be my passion and purpose, so it ended up being pretty related. But sometimes it's not related, so I'd encourage you to make sure to more focus on purpose over passion. And another question I like to ask myself is, what am I doing to make the most of my life? So you can ask yourself the same question. What am I doing to make the most out of my life? And that can give you a good direction of, okay, maybe sitting here playing video games all the time without a direction, or watch TV, whatever it is, maybe that's what I want to do, but that's definitely not making the most out of my life. But making the most out of my life is doing this, whatever it may be, and that can help you with direction as well. So what I would encourage you to do is put energy into learning. Put energy into learning what you do like and what you don't like. And again, it will not come to you. You have to go out and try it. The way I learned about my passion and purpose, I was very thankful that I learned, is that me and my father used to have hour-long conversations, and he really helped me and instill a lot of life lessons into me. But what I really found that made me tick is when I got to talk to my friends, and my friends brought me a situation that they were struggling with, and they shared that with me. I got to be on the inside, and then I had the blessing of being able to help them navigate through that. I love that stuff, and that is why I am a coach, is because I love that stuff. So put energy into learning. I'm so grateful that I was able to find out that easily what I want to do. Some of the things you're gonna have to do to learn are gonna be out of your comfort zone, and that's okay. You're gonna have to do those. So with that, that's action and intention. The next step is to stabilize and visualize. And action and intention are kind of stabilizing, but another great activity that I really like to do, that I actually just did with a client today, It's called the 4 situations, I'd say, of a life-changing goal. So if your life-changing goal is to find a direction, these 4 situations that I like to see them as is if you had unlimited money, a limited time, an expiration date, or legacy, what would you do with those things? So for example, if you had unlimited money, what would you do with your time? If you had unlimited time where you really didn't have to worry about money, but you just had to focus on your purpose, what would you do? If you had an expiration date 3 years from now that you knew you were going to die, what would you do? And if you were focused on what you were being told at your 100th birthday, what would you want to hear about your legacy? Answering those 4 things and then ranking them can help you find a direction. Because maybe you find that if I had limited time, I would be going out and being a game and parks warden or something like that. And then because you're really think that your purpose is related to making nature a better place. Maybe that's what it is, and that's great. Maybe you'll find that whatever those may be, you'll be able to choose which one it is. And maybe yours is legacy. Maybe it's that you had a super high net worth and you were able to make impact in countless people's lives. Maybe that's it, and that's great too. Whatever it is, it's just supposed to highlight for you to be able to start to visualize what would I do and start to nail down a direction and then kind of rank them. And again, maybe you're struggling to nail that direction. That's why I encourage you to take the balance wheel in the description below, because it can show you what you want to fix or what you want to start to work on. Because we look at professional, we look at relationships, we look at health, and we look at resources. And then you can see which ones you want to start to work on to change your life. So another great question you can ask yourself related to the balance wheel is, what does amazing look like 12 months from now? Again, what does amazing look like in the professional area, in your relationships, in your health, and in your resources 12 months from now? Asking those questions can help give you a direction to work towards something. So that's another great thing. That brings me to my 3rd point. And this is kind of how I see a little bit of a hack, a little bit of thing that helped me a lot. Mentorship. Mentorship for me has been huge. Having a mentor that is much further along in the game than me has taught me so much. They're able to look at your situation and give you wise feedback on what to do next. Maybe you don't have a mentor. That's okay. What I would encourage you to do, this is actually how I have done this. I've done this practice, is where I find someone who is doing what I want to do. So coach, consultant, whatever. Reach out to them on LinkedIn and say, hey, I'm doing this. I'm struggling on how to navigate this. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? And would you be open to a conversation? Most people are delighted. They're so happy to hear someone that's behind them wants to learn from them, and it probably makes them feel really important and really impactful, and that's great. And then also you get to learn a bunch. So it's a win-win for both sides. And maybe that doesn't turn into a permanent mentor, but it turns into someone who gave you 30 minutes of education that really helps you get some insights. That's a win then. So I think mentorship is huge, and if you can find a mentor, great, that's amazing. A mentor can be anyone. It could be a counselor or trusted people to give you guidance. I mean, my father was my mentor for the longest time, gave me so many life lessons and guidance and things like that, and that can help so much. So talk to your support system to help you navigate this journey and maybe help you define a direction. Another thing that really helps is goals, and embrace the change and realize things will change over time. And for me, what's changed over time is originally I was in school to be a therapist. I got my undergraduate degree and I was like, do I really want to go do 2 or 3 more years of education? Or do I want to just try to start making an impact now as a coach? And I've decided to become a coach. Not saying that I can't go back to being a therapist, but that has made it clear on my direction, where I'm going. I was a little lost there. I didn't know. It was a split. Do I want to go be a therapist or do I want to go be a coach? And I decided to go be a coach. I can go back to therapy if I want, like I said, but now I have a direction. And sometimes you just got to nail down and commit. Burn the boats, if you will, if you've ever heard that saying, is that if you have 2 different things and you're focused on 2 different things, they're split, but either of them could work. You just need to burn one and then focus on that one. That's been a helpful analogy for me, and hopefully it's helpful for you too. Another thing is, like I said, goals. Set goals yearly and quarterly to drive towards something. I've found that infinitely helpful because goals give you something to work towards and can give you that direction that you desire. Again, all of these things were just my experience, but hopefully they were helpful and helped narrow down a direction for you as well.